What's up, people? What do you think about John McCain's new ad? You know what it means to me? It means that his military career is now an open target. And oh, by the way, that love of country, words out of your own mouth, I didn't have any love for this country until after I spent some time in a Vietnamese prison camp, which made me appreciate what I missed. So don't say that you had love of country when you were bombing power plants in Hanoi. That's bullshit. Matter of fact, Daddy and Grandpappy were both four-star generals, and you didn't do all that great when it come to your military schooling, so to speak. Your military career ain't all that shiny of a star its own damn self, considering you crashed and burned 5 fucking planes. Well, let's see, there was Corpus Christi, boop, into the water you go, screwed up a landing. Number 1, number 2, over there in the Mediterranean when you're trying to hot dog it, flying it too low and ran into some power lines. That was number 2. Well, number 3 is the best one. Oh, you gotta love that one. A Navy trainer solo in Philadelphia on your way to an Army-Navy game. Oh, let me see. You fucking got your little ass in an airplane to go watch the Army-Navy game and crashed it on the way. Did you tailgate before you take off or what? I got a feeling you may have. Number 4, that's questionable. That was the one on the USS Forrestal. You actually got slammed by a missile on the deck of an aircraft carrier. Can't really say that one was your fault. Can say you are one unlucky motherfucker and a jinx, so I particularly don't want you. Not only that, you're a scandalous little motherfucker that runs on lines and can't even deliver a decent one-liner. Let's see, number 5, the infamous A4 Skyhawk, that you were shot down by a surface-to-air missile in Hanoi, where 3 or 4 days after getting fucked with, you say, hey, I'll tell you anything I fucking want. Anything you want to hear, just take me to a hospital. So who'd you roll over on? Daddy. Oh, you gotta love it. Yeah, when the communists found out that your daddy was gonna be, was the admiral, and soon to be the commander of all of the U.S. forces in the Pacific, that's when things started changing a little bit for you. Then you realize you done fucking turned on Daddy, you done turned on everybody else, and they're gonna send your ass home and face that little music, and that's when you decided to stay with your guys. It wasn't out of love or country, it was out of embarrassment. Don't give me any of your shit. And as far as now, so what did your military career accomplish as far as combat duty? What? 23 combat missions? An estimated 20 hours over enemy territory? Oh, okay. 20 hours over enemy territory. And what did you get for that? Let me see. What was it? A Silver Star? A Legion of Merit for Valor? The Distinguished Flying Cross? A Silver Star? Oh, I mentioned the Silver Star. Excuse me. 3 Bronze Stars, 2 Commendations of Merit, plus 2 Purple Hearts, and a dozen service medals. So you come walking out of there with like 28 frickin' medals for 28 hours of combat duty. Sounds like a Manchurian candidate to me. Yeah, and why don't you use that number 3 at the end of your name? John McCain III, talk about the elite royalty, and isn't that pretty much what they called you in Hanoi? The Little Prince? Or some shit like that? So don't give me any of your bullshit, because your military career isn't all that. I I know a hell of a lot of more. I know a hell of a lot more people that served during the Vietnam War and done more things than you could ever have imagined. You're skating on bullshit. You hold your military career up like you're God's gift to the world and you're going to save us all. While most of it was hyped, made up bullshit. So why don't you go try to work on your teleprompter lines, because your little shit-eating grin when you fuck up a one-liner really starting to get a little irritating. And you're not going to run on what you're going to do for this country. You're going to try to bash Obama any chance you fucking get. And I guarantee you one thing. Trying to punk alternative energy is like you're going to take over that one. Ain't going to happen. Because the left has been talking about alternative energy since the days of Jimmy Carter, when he told you straight out, this country needs to get off fossil fuel or be at war in the Middle East over oil. Well, look at us now. So why don't you just take your shady little ass, crawl upside some fucking cockpit in some junkyard somewhere, and just drink yourself to death. Do something useful. Because as far as president, no thanks. Yeah, that's what gets me, shady little motherfuckers, pretend-ass bastards like you. You're not all that, never been all that. Maybe at one point in time I actually thought you were something decent. Somebody not a lapdog to the Republican Party. That didn't take the neocons bullshit and called an evangelical Christian a whack job like they are. But what happened? You got bitch slapped back into control and now you're sucking hind tit to a neocon. And that's all you ever have done. In this election anyway. You may have been a little bit moderate or closer to center in 2000, but you're Bush Jr. in this one. Instead of McCain the third. On that note, fuck off.